Shares and dividends. Let us first try to understand what is meant by shares of a company. To establish a large company or a factory, one needs a lot of money. The people who have idea to start such a big company may not have the required money to build that. What do they do then? Such people join together, they form a company and they become the board of directors of the company, and they decide to get the money from the public. General public means you and me. Now let us assume that they need to get 10 crores 10 crores to start the company. So what do? They split the entire money that is required into small parts, which are known as shares. And they also decide the value of each share. So let us say in this case rupees 100. So the value of each share is rupees 100, and they have to get 10 crore rupees. So they have to sell 10 lakh such shares to public. Now the price at which they sell the shares is rupees 100. This is known as the face value or nominal value of the share. What is the face value or nominal value of the share? It is the initial money at which they sell the shares to the general public. So they have to sell 10 lakh shares to raise money of 10 crores. Now say I am interested in buying these shares. I decided to buy 1000 shares. By the by, the share value, the face value of the share need not always be 100. It can be 10, 50, 100. That is decided by the company. Now I buy 1000 shares. So at what price? 100 rupees each. So when I buy 1000 shares, company collects rupees 1 lakh from me and issues me 1000 shares. Now I become the shareholder of the company and also am the partial owner of the company. Partial owner of the company. Now the factory starts working and then starts making profit. Then the company distributes part of the profit to me for me being the shareholder of the company. So that is known as dividend. So what is dividend? Dividend is the share of the profit that the person gets being the partial owner of the company. Now, who decides the dividend? This is divided by the company. Now, dividend is always percentage of the nominal value. If the nominal value of the share is rupees 100, and suppose say let us say company decides to pay dividend at 8%, then I get 8% of 100, that is 8 divided by 100 into 100, that is rupees 8 per share. So I get rupees 8 per share as the dividend. Now how many shares I am holding? I am holding 1000 shares. So the total dividend that I get is total number of shares into the dividend into dividend per share. So I get rupees 8000 as the dividend. Now this dividend is also known as the profit that I have made, or it is my income. Also, you can call it as return on investment. Return on my investment of rupees 1 lakh. How do you calculate percentage profit? That is equal to profit divided by the investment that what you have made into 100. So in this case, what is the total profit I have made? That is the dividend, 8,000. I have invested 1 lakh into 100. So the return on investment here is 8%. Now, once you buy these shares, it doesn't mean that you have to hold on to these shares eternally. You can sell whenever you want, but you cannot sell the shares back to the company, but you can sell to the general public who want to buy that. Now, depending upon the performance of the company, the value that you may get for the shares may be more than the nominal value or less than the nominal value. If the company is doing good, then more people would like to buy the shares and you will get more money while selling than the nominal value. The price at which you sell the shares is known as the market value. Market value is the price at which you sell the shares. Now, if you sell the shares at a market value which is more than the nominal value, then we say that you are selling the shares at a premium. If market value is less than the nominal value, then you are selling at a discount. That means you are making a loss here. If market value equal to nominal value, then you are selling at par. So, depending upon the performance of the company, you may get more money than you invested, or you may get less too when you sell the shares. Let us consider the earlier case where I bought 1,000 shares. I bought 1,000 shares from the company A, the first company. Now I want to sell these shares. So now the company is doing good. The market value of the share is rupees 120. I am holding 1,000 shares. So how much money I get by selling the shares? So total money is equal to 1,000 shares into 120 is 1,20,000 I get by selling the shares. This is also known as the proceeds. The money that what you get from this transaction is also known as the proceeds. Now, I may be further interested in investing in some other company. Let us say that I decide to invest in company B, the shares of which the nominal value is 100 rupees, but the company is not doing that great now, so the market value of the shares is rupees 80. So I decide to invest the entire 1,20,000 rupees, which is the proceeds, in buying the shares of company B, selling at rupees 80. So how many shares I will get here? Number of shares. Number of shares, how do you calculate that? That is the total investment total investment divided by market value. What is the total investment? The entire proceeds I am investing here, that is 1,20,000, divided by the market value is 80. So I get 120 15 times. So I am getting 1,500 shares of company B. Now the company B starts doing well and they decide to give a dividend of 10%. You know, dividend is always percentage of nominal value. The nominal value of the shares here is also 100. So the dividend per share is equal to 10% of 100 is equal to rupees 10. Now I am holding 1,500 shares, so total dividend I get here 1,500 into 10, so I make here cool 15,000 rupees. Now this 15,000 rupees, what I get here is the dividend. It is also my profit, I can say, my income or return on investment. How will you calculate the percentage return? Percentage return equal to total return, that is total return divided by investment into 100. So total return I got here is 15,000. The investment is the entire sales proceeds. I invested here 1,20,000 into 100, two zeros here, that is 150 divided by 12. So this is 12.5%. So my percentage return here is 12.5%. Now let us just look at the terminologies that what we have used here once again. Nominal value, that is initial value of the shares when the company was established. So this is the price at which the shares were sold first time to the public. Then market value. Once you buy the shares, hold on to that for some time and then they decide to sell in the market, the price that what you get in the market is known as the market value. Then dividend. You are partial owner of the company, you are the shareholder. The company also distributes the portion of the profit that it makes to you. That is known as the dividend. Now, while selling the share, you may make profit or you may make loss. If the market value at which you sell is greater than the nominal value, then you make profit and it is said that you are selling at premium. If market value is less than nominal value, you are selling at discount. If market value is equal to nominal value, then you are selling at par. Now the total money that what you receive while selling the shares is also known as proceeds. The total dividend that what you get is also known as the profit or income or return on investment. Return on investment. Now percentage profit or return on investment equal to profit divided by investment into 100. So these are some of the terminologies that what we have used here. We'll have a better understanding of all these things when we start working out problems.